I should pull up the picture. Why did I? I can't. Streaming is so hard. Should practice this yesterday. Can't even see it. Whatever.
Wow, you got a much fancier shield.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's
anyway.
not the actual shield I have because that's a tower shield technically, but yeah, it's a regular shield you'll have, and a sheath's sword, obviously.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dad?
Did you guys hear Marley
Just now?
background? Yeah, just now.
Did not.
Okay. She was singing really loud.
Oh.
No, I wish I did. Damn.
Alright.
I don't even know what she was singing, though, but it was really loud. It's like, could you guys hear that?
Compact listing? Nope. No.
Oh no, are you seeing the text?
Just saw them. I'm replying now.
There's texts.
Those
Oh.
are secrets.
Those are secret texts.
Secret text.
We're talking about you guys
Oh gosh.
Rude.
speaking behind your back.
Oh, right here. Window.
Uh,
Entire monitor. I did it. I did it, guys.
Huzzah!
I wins. Stupid Twitch studio thing that I wish was better.
Are you
Anyway.
live streaming this?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
My goodness, it took forever to.
So anyway, we were saying, how long have you been traveling, and how long have you been searching for your friend?
Well, I left just after sunset.
Just after sunset. I see. Now, if I might ask, why are you looking for this cleric?
Well, until sunset, he was taking care of me. I was wounded in battle.
Oh, he did.
He was supposed to go into town for supplies. It just didn't come back at sunset like he was supposed to.
Didn't you say you were in the town?
Yeah, I went to go look for him.
Oh, did you ask anybody if they saw him?
Just a tavern bartender
Oh.
who said he was going to the next town over, which is where I caught up with you, gentlemen.
Oh, well, we've been. At what time did he leave?
You know, I can't remember. Lunchtime, I believe.
Right. Before
Lunchtime.
just after breakfast.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Well, unfortunately, we haven't seen anybody, and we've been out here since after dark.
Yeah. Well, you asked about joining us in our travel to the next town over. That's more up to the tiefling. I think.
Is he your master?
No, I'm just
No,
smart. I'm just smarter than he is.
I wouldn't say that. You're just good at talking. Well, I'm gonna start setting up camp if that's cool with you guys. And then
I-
I just
believe that's what we were doing, but yeah, that sounds right to me.
That sounds wonderful.
yeah. And I just kind of start setting up a little fire and stuff, trying to find some stuff, and looking for rafts while you two talk. Should I roll perception or something to find rafts?
Sure.
Alright. And it's not a disadvantage this time because I have a light now, so I can see up to 10 feet. Hopefully he's not too far. I'll roll 2 just in case. A 14 and a 12, so I don't see Rask.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But he
so I'm
hasn't
just gonna-
returned to the camp, so he's probably still running about.
I just yell, Rask, we're setting up camp for whenever you want to head back. And I start, setting up a little fireplace and stuff like
Okay.
that. Try and make as cozy as the side of the road can be.
Is that how you treat all your pets? Let them run around?
Yeah, you should see him.
How's the camp going as far as setting up the fire?
Pretty good. I cast Firebolt on the wood to set it off.
You cast a spell.
You cast a spell to set a fire. Have you never been outside before?
Galtrip holds out his tinderbox. Really?
I put my hand up and go, no, I have tinderboxes and stuff like that. It's just not needed when you can,
Then
Waste
why
my
do you
spell.
have it?
It's not needed when you waste a spell instead.
It's a cantrip. It doesn't take any, doesn't really take anything out of you. It's just a simple thing you can do when you want.
Goodness me.
Sure.
Is this your
Right.
friend's
You're a
first
magic user.
camping
You should
trip?
understand this stuff.
How do
I
you know
started
that?
I started talking to Kevin.
I really don't think that you should presume to know me that well.
Is he talking to Kevin?
Oh, I'm sorry. That is my name. My name
Oh.
is Kevin.
That's the name he gave me.
It's better than Bob.
Wait, is that the name you gave me? Because I forgot already.
Yeah, no, I never said that my name was
Anything? Yeah,
anything else other than.
Okay.
Right now, I'm saying that my name is Kevin.
got it.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You introduced yourself so politely, and I completely forgot to mention. Yes, my name is Kevin. How are you?
Good.
Good, good, real good. Everybody's good. Anyway, if you don't mind, I'm gonna be off and get some rest. Got an early start in the morning, and we'll hopefully help you find your caretaker. I guess.
From you start wrestling.
Fair enough to say.
Oh, great! Now what is that? And I look for the hoopak.
I
You see a
I
little-
get up and I start.
He's like, hey, hi guys. Whoa, what's this guy? Who's this? Hey, look, you dropped this over there, guy. But it didn't help me at all. I couldn't catch the thing out there. There was the rapier down on the floor.
Oh, I appreciate that, Rosk. You're always good at finding my things.
He skips right up to the Dragonborn. Said, gosh, you're big.
Not as
What
big
kind
as
of-
that one.
Well, yeah, but you're big like in all ways. You have all these wings thingies and this thing. Are you blue? He's blue. He
I'm-
runs right over to Tank. He's blue, just like that one. There is that goofy color.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Goofy color. I'm red.
That's
That's
not
a-
very nice.
It's a primary color.
Well, I'm not red. Goes walking over to back over to the Dragonborn. And so, hey,
Good evening.
wow, you talk cool too. Everyone's all awesome here. And as he's speaking with you, he's just looking at you and just total mesmerized at your looks because he's never seen the likes of you before.
hmm
And as
What
he-
is this?
Rosk, introduce yourself. Don't be rude.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my name is Rask. And what's your name?
My name is Gultra.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Culture. How do you guys shake hands? Puts his hand out.
How tiny is this thing?
Very small.
Size of a child,
Oh my,
like a child elf.
good lord. Gotcha reaches out a hand after taking it off of his sword because he was surprised, and shakes your hand.
Really good to meet you. Wow. Look at this. Is that wing? How big are those wings? Can you? Whoa. Just looking all over you, like lifting up the back of your coat and everything.
He just lets it happen, basically. Very tense every time he gets too close. You can see me
Sorry,
visually tense up.
Sorry about him. He's a little rambunctious.
Hmm.
You're not around, and you hear a thud as he falls down.
It-
And as he fell down, he's like, help me! He's yelling, help me, because your sword is on top of him.
Wait, what?
Get this off of me. Wow, this thing is heavy. You know, you could have lost that thing. It was falling right off of you, and I tried to catch it for you, and it just fell right on top of me.
At least you didn't try to go for my glaive. And I reach down and pick
What's
it up and put it
that?
back. It's going to be the long pole arm, basically, that I can't put in my backpack, but it's sticking out.
Looks at that while he's looking at the polearm. He's spinning around in his finger what looks like one of your ration packs.
I don't like this.
Rosk,
Yeah,
can you do me a favor?
certainly.
Let's leave the nice man's things. He will allow him to find them himself.
Well, you know, if not for me, then you wouldn't be able to find any of these things. Here you go, pal. See, look, this is probably what's in here. He opens it up, looks inside, and pulls it the strings back closed and hands it to you. He's like, "This is probably something you don't want to be losing," and hands it back to you.
Thanks. He draws out the word. Thanks. Grabs
Now,
it back.
Rosk.
Yeah.
Now
Yes,
remember,
Kevin.
remember what I said. No more finding our friends' things.
Well, that's what I was doing, was just making sure everyone's okay, you know. Just like that wolf I thought was lost, but, you know, he just would not come by me.
Found a wolf out there.
Well, I saw it. I was trying to see if I can't run up to it, but he kept running away from me.
What did this wolf look like?
Oh, he was
That's
huge,
what I was about to say.
huge and gray, and he just kept sniffing around, but would not come within the past the tree line. So I was trying to call him forward, say, "Hey, come over here." And he ran off, and then when I ran towards him, well, then he ran at me, so I had to run back the other way. He came back, and, you know, I saw that rapier was just sitting there, so I thought I'd better hold on to it before Kevin loses it again. And I figured, hey, maybe I can, you know, try to shoo the wolf towards us. But boy, he did not like the rapier. He came after me, treed me up pretty good there.
And where did it go then?
He just ran back off into the woods.
I see.
I didn't want to chase him after that. I don't think he liked me chasing him with the rapier. You know,
Probably
don't chase a
not.
wolf with a weapon. I don't think he liked that a lot. Well, how come wolves know what weapons are? Do they know what weapons are? They don't know what a sword is. Do you think they know what wolf knows what a sword is?
I'm sure it does. It knows that it doesn't want to get touched by it.
Well, I would not hit him with it. I'm golly. I wouldn't do that kind of thing.
Well, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know you.
Well, he should know me. I mean, really.
Why
Everyone
should he?
tells- Well, everyone tells me that they're intelligent creatures. Gosh.
Hmm.
Well, hey, are we going to go to sleep? I can go to sleep.
Sure.
now.
Working on it there, but
Can you go
The
to sleep?
second
yeah. I've often wondered the same thing. It'll be an interesting experience.
Indeed.
So you guys get yourself ready to camp.
Yes.
So gather up what you want, or like you gather up what you want. Make sure that it's not easily findable, I guess, for sleepwalking young Rask to come across.
Good lord.
Are you able to be seen from the road?
I'll you guys, do you want some, like, hiddenness? Should we bump it a bit back and,
Wow.
make some wallish things, or should we just kind of keep it a bit open?
Not as smart as a house, too.
I lean over to Galt. Did you understand anything that he just said?
I did not.
Alright, sorry.
Also, out of game, in terms of overall knowledge of general camping, I would say we would have camped off the road a bit. Not necessarily hidden, but just off the road. So at night, no one looking at our unless they had to look at our direction, they wouldn't know we were there.
Right.
Yeah.
So not
Sure.
far enough in the woods to find any beasties in the woods.
Yeah.
But far enough out of sight so that someone walking by doesn't say, "Hey, look, let's tap these tents."
Yeah. But if need be, I could make a bit of a wall.
You are a bit of a wall.
All you have to do is lie down.
Great wall of.
I could if you need me to.
No, it's
full of
we're
twigs,
okay.
Scrap metal and whatever else, mud, shite to hold you together.
I can take the first watch.
Okay, but I don't need much of sleep,
Oh,
Being a bit of... Well, look at me. I'm basically a golem. Sleep isn't very,
is that what
needed.
you are?
Sort of.
Sword
The
hove?
rest is...
What's a sword
golems
hove?
are kind of... Golems are kind of like
sort of. I think I've heard that's a type of salt.
Something. But
I'm just trying to...
sorry, go ahead.
I'm just trying to say that in a way, I'm like a golem, but golems are more mindless than I am. I can, think. I can talk to you guys.
I see
Golems
now.
are,
Is that what
golems
you're
are more made for a purpose. I don't really have a purpose. I make my own purpose.
That sounds like a lonely existence.
Sounds
It's
highly
everyone's
depressing.
Indeed.
it's everyone's existence, though. No one was truly made for one reason. We found our own reasons.
Well, once
Well,
you're
you-
born,
I
I
mean-
think your reason is to live. Don't you?
I think if you get into the
Exactly.
theological sense of it, you find what you were made for, but you were always made for that purpose. And then in which case you did have a purpose from birth. You just didn't know what it was, but it was always there.
Kevin, I think you're bridging the gap
True.
between fate and purpose. There.
Well, sure, but I mean, a lot of
I'm-
times those are basically this.
I'm with a
Fair.
new friend here.
Fair. That's a fair point.
I mean, you can't have your fate if you don't know what your purpose is, and your fate doesn't happen unless you're following your purpose.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, if you would like to take watch, then you can.
Yeah, I'll get first watch. I only need 6-ish hours.
How do you plan on counting that? Why don't you just sleep until you're done?
Sorry. God,
That's why I said ish. It's just a good there's to be able to get
All right.
rested
Don't
enough
hurt,
to cast.
don't hurt yourself. Don't.
Let me put
Talk
it this
to me,
way.
yes,
I have been resting all day, and I can take the first watch, and you can sleep as much as you need to, and then take over. How does that sound?
Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry.
Right about there, you hear a loud snore.
A loud snore.
I look for Rask.
Like
Same here.
curled up on a ball, huddling with your long sword, falling and sleeping.
My longsword.
Wait, your longsword or my longsword?
That's not my longsword.
Ryan's long. Sorry, Gaucho's long sword.
He looks up, looks at you guys, looks back.
that's gonna happen a lot. You've really got to keep track of your stuff.
He can keep it for now, so long as I have a weapon. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just gonna
The lucky is
unclick it from my
the sword is
spreadsheet.
so big is that he can't really get very far with it.
Indeed. I'm just hoping he can't actually lift my glaive.
Oh, I'm sure he can lift it, but it's tall enough. I feel like you should see him running away with it.
Let's see how much pounds
Like
it
a
is.
flagpole.
It is
Like a giant flagpole.
Right now, he tried. That's the only reason why you didn't get it.
Oh, it's 6 pounds. I feel like it's not impossible for him.
Oh, if he really wanted to, he would get away with it.
Yeah.
I definitely believe that he is a very talented finder
Fair.
of lost items.
Fair.
He's extremely skilled.
Out of game, I do feel like at least Kevin would be able to see that I don't react to things. If you hear me laughing, I'm not actually laughing in game.
Okay.
I won't ever laugh.
Okay.
But I can't help it to laugh sometimes because some of this stuff is just funny, and I already love this little Rask fellow, but I can't say that. My character won't like that. So just please keep that in mind. Anytime anything happens, you tell an incredibly funny joke, my character will just stare at you.
All right.
Understood. Not one to bring your opening light at the comic store. Hey, so are we sleeping?
Yes.
No.
So you guys are each able to get enough rest so that you're not
Excuse me.
gonna be
Wine.
junk in the morning, and you have all whatever spells at your ready when you do wake up.
Yay, I'm gonna click long rest.
Before it's still dark out, the sun is coming up in maybe about an hour.
All right.
Who would be awake right now? Is everyone going to be asleep?
I would be awake.
Rask has not stirred, he's snoring the sleep of a clear conscience right now.
I like him.
Who's awake?
I am.
Tank that's awake?
Mhm.
I will not have woken up yet.
You said the sun came up?
Is not coming up for another hour.
Okay. Then I'll just start to wake up then.
Tank, you hear what sounds like a large army and a carriage rolling down the street.
Are we pretty far back in the woods?
Far back enough that they're not going to see you unless they actually look. Mind you, they are looking, but they're not looking very intently because they're not really caring about anything in the woods at the moment.
Would they be close enough so if something big would move, would they see it? Like where we are. If something big were to move, would they see it?
They would if they were really looking for it.
Excuse me. My
If
sniffles.
you're worried about being seen, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, okay, then I won't do what I was planning on doing, and I'm just gonna kind of go on all fours and kind of shimmy back a bit, so I'm very low to the ground.
Every time you do like are explaining that, I think of the Full Metal Alchemist suit of armor doing stuff, and it's hilarious.
I'm basically Alphonse. That's all I am. I'm tall. I'm beef. I got high AC. Yeah. That's close to what I do at the moment because I can't do much except that.
Well, you hear that for sure. Gaucha, you hear it. You hear it coming down the road from your tent.
I do like a
Mhm.
silent, stay low kind of
Evan, it wakes
hand
you up.
signs.
If you wake up easy,
Oh.
you wake up. If not, it makes you stir. And Rask snores louder as if to
Oh crap.
try to drown it out because,
Sure.
rest.
Okay. Hold on.
Does he still have my
Mars.
longsword?
You take it from him.
I am about to, yes.
Okay, well, he still has it then, if he didn't take it from him yet.
Yeah. No, I didn't take it. I let him cuddle with it. How close are they? You say 10 minutes away.
Not even that far, but
Oh
they're
shit!
far enough to where they can't. If you start moving around making noise, they might hear you over their loud noise. But it's
Would they hear the snoring? Is what I'm trying to think.
they won't hear the snoring.
Okay, all right then. I'm not gonna do anything.
Unless his snore gets louder.
Then I'll start to react.
I try to pull my sword away from him just to see what happens. Slowly.
If you're able to take it out away from him, you're surprised that as he's holding it, that parts of his hand were touching where the blade was, but he didn't cut him.
Ooh. I definitely
And,
would have tried not to cut him either. But yeah.
Right. So you feel that that's because you're so talented at your smoothness at taking it away from him
Yes.
that you did not cut him. So it from the sound of it, it sounds like a carriage drawn by a couple horses, and there are men running by. Maybe a small regiment, small military regiment.
Hmm.
That's what you hear. Anybody gonna go see?
Nope. I'm actually going to.
I'm avoiding them.
I'm going to start packing up and moving further away from them so that they may or will not find me.
I'm gonna don my armor.
Goutra, let's see what you have.
Going to take like 10 minutes.
You're a military type dude, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Excuse me. No perception.
Oh gosh. I have my dice ready though. And my character sheet, which everybody can see. Which I just thought of. Oops. Oh no. 14.
That's the noise of a low roll.
No, I had to look for my perception, which isn't as high as I'd like to be. But then again, I'm not that type anyway. 14 though.
Not bad. You definitely recognize this as a military procession, and what sounds to you like a prison carriage. You recognize that because you've been in one. And it certainly does not sound like it's empty.
Oh. Would I hear
Um,
this?
You'd hear it, but you wouldn't be able to tell the difference like Galcha could.
Okay, alright.
Well, I definitely want to finish donning my armor. I do not share the information because I don't want to give away our position, and I didn't feel like it was important enough. But I am more concerned, so I'm trying to don as fast as I possibly can so that I can look to see who might the prisoner be.
I guess I'll let everyone else. Everyone roll perception. Everyone except for Mono's character.
Perception.
16.
21.
16.
And Gaucha,
Oh god!
tell me about your natural one.
Oh, I didn't roll because I thought we were just using my
Yep,
regular.
roll again. Roll again.
13.
13. Okay. Only the tiefling realizes that he doesn't hear snoring.
Oh,
Oh no.
shucks! I don't know this.
I stopped because I haven't stopped packing. I kind of paused for a second, and I'm kind of calculating like whether or not I should get involved, or if I should just be like, well, it was nice meeting you all, and then just kind of get the fuck out of there. Can I use all right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would I be able to, is the prisoner within 60 feet?
Cast message.
Yes.
I cast Divine Sense to detect if the person in there is good, evil, or celestial, or fiend, or undead.
It's a lot of things.
Because if he's good, it could be the person I'm looking for. If he's evil, he could just
I
go to
gotcha.
jail.
Well, he's certainly
Fair
not evil. Is
It would incorporate all of the soldiers as well, but they're probably just soldiers, and it wouldn't matter.
well, there's some definite malcontent you sense that it's coming from the soldiers.
Hmm.
And the person inside, don't sense any badness out of that person.
Okay.
You're not feeling like you need to go smite whatever in that thing.
That's what's up.
All right. I try and see if I can see a Woopack in the brush.
Okay. Roll your perception.
All right. Oof, that's not good. 9.
You don't see.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Good thing is you don't hear.
Oh, yeah, that is good, I guess.
Or if he's hard to see to you guys, imagine how hard he is to see to those guys.
Fair. All right. Well, I've decided that this is not my problem, and I am packing up my horse.
Where am I at with donning my armor?
Sure done.
Alright. Well, if everybody else is getting up, I'm getting up as well. Well, not like up. But
I was gonna say.
Getting ready to leave. If I got up, it would be very noticeable.
You just don't move. How about you pretend to be a statue?
I see what you did there.
Brass comes skipping from the woods towards you guys with a really excited look on his face.
Ross.
Then he's looking at you with his finger in front of his mouth, like, shh, quiet.
Oh, he's all right.
I like him so much.
I cast message and say what's up in his head.
Uh-oh.
Stops and just looks around, like.
I wave at him and
What
start
are
pointing
you
at myself, and like the talking motion, so he knows that I'm the one doing like trying to
To
communicate.
yourself. You're like pointing at your chest or something like that.
I'm saying I'm doing the talking motion, and then pointing at me, and then pointing at him, and trying to communicate that I'm. Can I like
Tilting
roll for
his head,
something?
looking at you like the dog looking at the stereo.
And then just in the message, I say, "I'm the one talking to you in your head with magic. What's up?"
You kind of spin around, like looking for where your voice is coming from, and then looks at you and he looks at you and like shh, like thinking that you're talking so loud that he can hear you from there.
I visibly look at him with my mouth closed while talking in his head. I'm like, I talk in your head. No one else can hear it but you, bro. What do you need?
He rolls his eyes as if this guy is so dumb and starts skipping towards you.
Okay.
Sandaran armies out there taking some guy in this big prison carriage. And he's bigger than you.
Bigger than me.
Oh.
God.
Where?
They're
he
heading
the guy?
towards the town. They look pissed.
Ooh.
Are
Does
they?
the big guy seem bad?
No, but he doesn't seem happy for being in that carriage. I tell you, but he's
All right.
he definitely is wondering what the heck is going on. Why am I in here? You know what? I think I saw those two guys that you hit that first time.
The two guys I hit,
You hit
Yeah.
people?
What did you just do?
they were beating up a child. I don't like that. So I gave them what they deserve back.
Why? You've never been a child. You don't know what that child feels.
Oh my!
He was my friend. He was a he was my friend. It was important to protect him.
It was
Bless you.
bless you.
Excuse me. Hold on. I gotta mute it. Sorry, I missed the mute button.
I'm sorry. You started a fight with an army because a child was being attacked.
I explained the situation to you before.
No, you explained that you got in a fight. You didn't explain that you pissed the entire army off.
I hit two guys that I didn't know were in the army, and then they said they're in the army. So now I've realized my mistake. I'm trying to stay low until it all blows over.
Is that army ahead of us now?
Yes.
Are you?
Wait, I thought you said, is that the army there ahead of us?
Is the army ahead of us dead?
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Army, it has passed you, not
Okay.
completely. As far as it's concerned, they're going down. But I'm glad that you were listening for that. You don't have to roll perception for it. You hear what sounds like they're stopping for a rest.
And any chance that my divines, and it doesn't actually say it, but I was hoping that I can get the sense off of everyone who I can be like, okay, that person's not whatever. Is there any chance that I'd be able to know how many people there were?
I don't think divine sense would tell you that, but I'd give you a good chance with perception as well as history. I'm sorry, no, not history, insight. You have insight.
Much better than history, yeah.
Let's use perception first. If perception doesn't work, then you can use insight.
Perception 15.
9.
Perception's a 15
Yeah.
adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can figure out how much are in there. You figure there's about 10
Oh, good lord.
men.
Jesus.
Well, I stepped between Kevin and the tree and put up my hands. Just they stopped. And I try to whisper, and then I basically try to motion for them to follow me. But I'm getting ready that if hopefully the army moves on or the soldiers move on, and I intend to follow them.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm very crouched down.
Which puts you at normal human height.
No, it puts me at like 3'1".
You're 3 feet wide.
No
I
crouching.
am
I would be
not 5 feet wide, Michael.
I feel like crouched down, you're gonna be like my height.
Are you short?
No, I'm tall.
Oh.
I'm calling you
I
a
tell
tall
myself
motherfucker. I was 6'6".
You're shorter than Tank.
Oh yeah. Oh, when he's crouched. I was just teasing
No,
him.
no.
I'm sorry.
You're like 4 inches shorter than me.
Oh Jesus. I thought you were gonna be 7 feet.
All this time you guys
No,
are talking,
I'm 6'10".
walking towards the army.
You didn't say that. You said that they didn't quite pass us, right?
Right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they're still in the vicinity, but they have come to a stop.
I definitely didn't go anywhere. I'm just waiting for them to move on, and my intention was to follow them. But I edged closer to the road.
Between everyone in the party, you're probably standing closest to the army, right?
Yes.
Wait, if we're getting close to the army, is that what's happening?
No. I just motioned for you guys to not talk anymore because they stopped
Oh, okay. All right.
and
Okay,
told you to
so
follow me. But I just moved forward a little bit and waited. I'm waiting to hear what the army does next.
As you're listening, they're taking just a quick break. They're all complaining because they had to march through the night. They maybe only had a few hours sleep because they had to drag that big dude into the carriage.
Oh, shit.
And
Poor thing.
you seem to be coming closer towards Gaucho. Gaucho, you're the one closer to the army than the rest of your party.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know my mic was that good.
Are
In fact,
you
that's what
peeing?
Gaucho hears too.
Oh. Hey, you're welcome for the visual aid or audio aid. Sorry. No, I'm
Wait, does that mean that
pouring
your live
wine.
stream heard it?
Probably, yeah. But they're going to be used to it because my live stream is about drinking and gaming, so they love it.
Ah, nice.
Not
They
that I
let
have
you
anybody
pee?
to watch. No, pouring a drink.
Gotta do it.
Jesus.
Totally thought you're peeing.
Not that anybody's watching.
It
But,
was
you know,
peeing.
I was not
That's
peeing.
it.
It's
Pretty
not
sure
a
he's
wireless
peeing.
mic. It's wired. That's why I kept swearing because I kept tripping up on the cord just now. Even though I was like, okay, here's my cord. I'm going to stand up and go get wine now. And then I kept tripping on it.
Okay, so you two guys seem to have separated themselves and have come closer. You hear them peeing not too far from Gaucho.
All right.
Gaucho hears a growling sound.
From in front or behind me now?
From not too far from the two guys who are peeing.
Like, are they growling?
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, it kind of got
Oh, that was weird.
people.
Hello? Dead? Oto-san?
Is that what you say?
No! I was just making sure you're there. Jesus!
Who asked like 3 different questions?
I didn't hear Dad at all. Oh, yeah, okay.
Just the only thing I heard was Otosan. Say that out loud.
Like, this dude's peeing in front of me and then starts growling, and I'm like, Oto-san? Oh, I'm glad my family doesn't have to be drunk to be as goofy as I am. No, I do not say that. I was asking if the growling was coming from behind or from, like, the dude is peeing and growling at the same time. Like, oh, you know?
The guy's not peeing and growling at the same time.
Okay.
He is maybe, let's see, how far is about 30 feet ahead of you, and 30 feet to the left of you is where you're hearing the growl.
Oh, God. Clever girl. I slowly turn to the left to make sure it's not growling at me. Hopefully.
It's not. In fact, you see a gray wolf.
Oh, hey.
I know that guy.
Oh. Wait, did you say that?
No.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, you said it in your voice, so I thought you said that out loud.
I know, right? That's why I had to ask.
Sorry, inner monologue came.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Are the two people peeing? Did they seem to notice the same growl? Oh, excuse me.
My turn to roll. Hold on a second. Oh, they are peeing blissfully unawares.
I need it. Where's my phone? Dang it! It's updating.
We've had that blissful piss before, right, guys? You're just like, oh.
Ah. Oh yeah. I've been drunk enough
Yes.
times to know this. Yes. Dad, do you happen to have Facebook open?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, sort of.
I have a sneaky question to ask, but my phone. I decided to try to update my phone, and
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my Facebook Messenger is on.
okay. Shoot. Everything's taking too long. All right, screw it.
Okay, so
Dad,
Mulder, if I can just kind of.
Yes.
what army was I fighting with before? I didn't put a name to the army.
They're
No,
on like
Yeah.
army you were fighting on the side on? Or
Yeah,
who
what-
were you fighting against?
What side was I on when I was fighting in the war?
You were fighting a crusade,
Yeah.
is what you were considering.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You weren't really sure of whom.
I wouldn't know if I was a
Or-
Salandran or not.
You knew the only thing you knew you were fighting for that the guy who turned on. He was. You guys are on the same side. You just went forward and attacked and fought.
Yeah.
So you weren't sure if you were on the side of Sandarans.
Okay. So we're saying that I might not have been an officer that I implied that I was?
No, you were. You were
Okay.
an officer.
I just didn't know
But
too much.
You don't know if you would be like if the Sandarans would look at you as like, "Eh?" So like you were like mercenary
Got it. I see.
in the crusade.
That's even cooler. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Your
Depending
troop
on
of men that you were fighting with were mercenaries.
Paladin on the Crusade.
so before I went on to role playing with Salandrans, I wanted to know what side I was fighting. So, but since I don't know, I'll just take everything with a grain of salt, just whatever, caution, something. Let's continue. Sorry.
One of the guys stands up. What's that? And he's hearing the wolf growl.
Stay still. Oh no.
I cast Minor Illusion to make it sound like there are 4 or 5 more wolves.
Damn it. I lost my
They certainly hear
certificate.
that. Now they're afraid. You about to do something, Gautra?
Nope. I just want them to run away. And I don't want to try to interact and get the other 8 people to come over here.
We could take them.
Well, they're definitely scared now because there's 4 wolves. They are 1 to 2. They run back to their camp. 3 to 4. They run your direction. 4.
No.
They decide to run off. They head the wrong direction. They're heading right towards you. And now we're into initiatives.
Oh boy. This is happening.
Whoever gets first initiative will get a surprise attack. So it's either going to be them or you.
Ooh, okay.
Should we roll initiative as well, or just be right?
Everyone's rolling initiatives. We're all in time now.
All right.
If there was ever a time that I needed to roll high, that's not it.
Ooh, lovely. Natural 1.
Ooh.
That's because he's crouching and he stumbled on something.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They come running at him. He just kind of rocks. So
It's okay. The chances of them hitting me are slim. I've tried to make sure of that because I'm not very strong when it comes to health.
It's okay. I hate this die. Remember I was telling you, Max, the other day we were playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him staring right at natural 1 myself.
Yeah. Wait, which one was it? Was the gold and black one?
Sweet.
The dark and gold one that I thought was nice and really cool looking.
That's the one I
Keeps
just rolled
rolling
as
ones.
well. I rolled the same one to get a nat 1.
Well, I got a 15. I got a nat +1.
Oh, it's 4 with
Kevin,
Hmm?
what have you rolled?
No, Kevin.
Oh, sorry,
Kevin. Oh, you first.
Sanctuary.
Hassan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 21.
Oh no, roll for Tirmakto, please.
Hey, nice.
Do I roll two?
Yes, you do, please.
Initiative. 20.
Okay. Kevin will go first. The first thing he sees is them yelling, like, ah! They start running and they fall flat on their face right at the foot of where Galtra is standing. Kevin, what do you do?
I'm sorry, my headphones went out. What was the last?
Hello,
Hello.
Dad.
Yes. Jiro-san.
There you you weren't answering. I asked something.
Oh, I didn't hear him. I was waiting for Yoda to say what he's going to do.
Sorry, my headphones went out. What was the? You said something about Galtra, and then I missed what was before that.
The two who were peeing that now are scared of four wolves trip over themselves if they try to run away and fall prone at the feet of Galtra.
Oh,
And
okay,
now
gotcha.
Now it's Kevin's turn. Tirmakto will go right after Kevin.
I move slightly out of sight behind some trees. So like wherever this melee is happening, I am still within like 20, 30 feet, but like behind some trees. And then I cast Disguise Self to look like a normal human-colored person.
Okay. Are you still wearing a Sandarin shirt?
I suppose I would be, yeah.
Tirmakto, you hear the yell in the woods of someone screaming. You see the army around you, since they have collectively rolled a natural one. They all kind of go like, "Hey, you hear that?" They're kind of slow to reacting. What do you do?
Can I see the commotion?
You see Oh, what kind of sight do you have? You can see in the
I
dark.
don't.
You have dark sight, dark vision, don't you?
No, I do not actually.
Goliaths do.
I have regular sight. I don't have dark sight.
I have dark sight. Okay. You certainly see the trees and stuff rolling about where people have fallen. You don't see what.
I guess
It's definitely a commotion. Yeah.
I guess I hold action to see what else takes place, to see what the escort's reaction is.
I'll let you roll perception. I mean, you've been sitting there and able to see pretty. I mean, well, no one's blocking your view. In fact, you can see over everybody. Go ahead, roll perception.
A 9.
Yeah, you see dark trees rolling about. Just reminding you, they took all the weapons off of you that they could see.
Yeah, that's all of them.
All your weapons were visible.
Yep.
Okay.
You have
And next would be Galtra.
Oh, sorry, dealing with a minor allergy attack here. I attempt. So they're prone in front of me, correct?
Yeah. Definitely had
And
yelled out like an alarm. So
oh, so it's too late. Got it. I stab one with my long sword.
okay. This is a surprise attack on
Mm.
them. Just don't roll a 1.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Ooh.
Do you want to know? Well, you don't have to know what the plus is, I assume. I'm sure 19 was enough.
No, it misses.
Oh, shit. Well, with a plus 8, then. How about that?
Oh,
What did you do?
Oh, I didn't even roll damage.
Jeez.
I only have a +1.
Oh. It's only 7 damage.
You hit him hard enough to where he's out.
Oh, yay.
You have more than one attack?
No, I only have 1 attack.
The other person just looks at it like, ah! Looks at you with the same, ah! As if, what is that?
Oh. Was that our regular turns? Right, this is our regular turns, right?
Yes.
No, that was the surprise.
That was a surprise turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're at regulars.
Because you can only do 1 action for the surprise turn, yeah?
Right.
Shucks. I was going to intimidate.
Now, go again. It's you first there, Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Am I able to tell if they saw me before I went behind the tree?
You're able to tell that they didn't have any idea where you went.
Okay, cool.
They were too busy falling on their asses and then getting beat up by the giant dragon in front of them.
All right. And there's just the 2 of them?